I bet you didn't know this, but this Regalia Gold credit card, which you may have in your wallet, or your you are getting the option to upgrade from any other card to this card. This comes in the premium category of credit card from HDFC. And believe it or not, 9 out of 10 of my colleagues have this card if they don't have a better card like Dynas Black Metal or Infinia. The reason for everyone to have this card is because most of my colleagues have this salary account tied up to HDFC Bank. And HDFC Bank's salary account, if you are getting credited somewhere around 1 to 1.5 lakh per month of net salary, you are going to get this card. But the problem is not that. The problem is people don't know that they can get up to 25% or more in returns if they use this card properly. And 9 out of 10 of my colleagues, they don't know about it till I tell them. And when I tell them, they are amazed by the power of this credit card. By the end of the video, if you have this card and till you watch this, if you have this card and by the end of the video, if you don't change your spending habits and ways how I am going to tell you, you are going to kick yourself. Just mind my words. So why am I talking about this credit card so much? Because this was one of those credit cards which started my journey as Professor Cardz YouTube channel. And I'm just not saying that because if you see my old channel, like my Hindi channel, this was the first card which I covered on Professor Cardz Hindi channel around 1.1 years back. Like last year, May, I started this channel and this was the first video. This card gives you 4 reward points per 150 rupees. That's the base. That's what HDFC tells you. And apart from that, the value of those reward points, if we convert it into cash rate, it's 20 paisa. If we convert it into gift vouchers, it's somewhere around 30 paisa. If we use those reward points while travel booking through the portal, the Smart Buy portal, it gives us a value of rupees 50 paisa. And if we convert it into, like they have something called a gold catalog. If we convert it into that gives somewhere around 65 paisa, but the options are very less. There are ways and means to get more value out of this. And let me tell you how. So there is something called accelerated rewards on this card. And what it means is when you spend through a portal, they have a portal called Smart Buy. This is the portal and you can see it over here on your screen. So when you spend on this portal, specifically on these categories like flights, stays, holiday packages, trains, bus, car rentals, or if you do shopping with it, like on Imagine, for Apple products, for IGP, for Jockey, for instant vouchers, for Myntra, for Pharmacy, you get accelerated rewards of 5x and 10x. So what is 5x and 10x? So basically 5x means you get 5 times the basic reward points what you are getting till now. So the base reward point for this card is 4 reward points per 150 rupees. However, when you use it on a 5x partner, you get 5 times the reward points. So that is 5 into 4, that is 20 reward points. And when you use it on a 10x reward partner, that is 10 into 4, that is 40 reward points per 150 rupees. So on the face value, when we convert it, let's say I convert it into a cash point of view, so I get 20 reward points. You know, it is converted to 1 reward points is basically 20 paisa. So 5 reward point is 1 rupee. So 20 reward point is 4 rupees per 150. Then for 10x, it is 8 rupees per 150. So the returns are not that good. We get somewhere around, for cash statement, we get somewhere around 8 divided by 150. For 10x partners, we get somewhere around 0.5% of the value. And for 5x partners, we get somewhere the value is around 2.6%. So you must be saying, Professor, why are you wasting our time? For let's say for 2% and 5%, why do we go on to this portal and then use this portal? Because the cash statement which people generally do, it is the worst way of converting your things. However, if you accumulate it and convert it into air miles or hotel miles, you get better benefit. For example, there are a few transfer partners this has, and we are going to discuss about that. So as you can see over here, this is a snapshot which has been taken from pointmaths.com. So shout out to them. So you can see these are the transfer partners HDFC's Regalia Gold has, and the conversion ratio is given over here. So there are two kinds of ratio, like 3 reward points is equal to 1 air mile, or 2 reward points is equal to 1 air mile. So which are those? Air Canada is 3:1, Air Asia is 2:1, Air India is 3:1, Avianca Air Miles is 2:1, British Airways 3:1, Cathay Pacific 3:1, Etihad is 3:1, Finnair is 2:1, Air France is 2:1, Qatar is 3:1, Vietnam Airlines is 2:1, Thai Airways is 3:1, Turkish is 2:1, United is again 3:1, SpiceJet is 2:1, Singapore is 2:1, and then you have the hotel partners, which are Accor, which is at 2:1 ratio, Club ITC at 2:1 ratio, IG at 1 reward as 2:1 ratio, and Vindhan at 2:1 ratio. So what does this mean? So basically, when you spend through the Smart Buy portal through the 5x or 10x partners, you generally get, let's say you get 40 reward points, and those 40 reward points are, you can convert it into 20 Accor points or Club ITC points or IGH1 reward points or Vindhan reward points. Or even if in airlines, you can convert it into, so for 3:1 ratio, that will be 11 air miles. For 2:1 ratio, there will be 20 air miles. So that is the basic division. Now, you will say, sir, like, Professor, the air miles and hotel miles, they don't have any monetary value. Absolutely, definitely. And I am in complete agreement. But there are a few partners which will be more lucrative to you when you convert it into air miles. Example, this is not a transfer partner video. So there is a dedicated video. I'll hook it up over here. You can click it on, click on that and go to my old channel. I'll have covered it. I will cover it in a future video in this for the updated reward points. So basically, if you convert your, let's say you have 40,000 or 50,000 reward points into Finnair, you can get one economy ticket from here to Finland very easily for around 20,000 air miles, which is here, Finnair. So Finnair, you know, it is an Avios brand, and Avios has a multiple partners like British Airways, Qatar and everything. So it's a whole big lot of things there. I'll put some video links in description. You can go, and those are my videos only. You can clarify your doubts over there. So we are not going to go inside. But the easiest thing which I'll recommend you to go with this card is, for 40,000 reward points, you can convert it into 20,000 worth of travel. So how do you do that? So if you see over here, there, if you go onto the flights part, so when you book a flight for, let's say, 10,000 rupees, you can spend up to 7,000 rupees using these miles, and the value will be 50 paisa per mile. So for 14,000 miles, you will get let's say a ticket is worth 10,000 rupees. You can get 7,000 rupees discount, and you can pay 3,000 rupees. So basically you get a ticket worth 10,000 at just rupees 3,000, because you are spending 14,000 reward points. So this is one thing which you can do. You can do it for your hotels. You can do it for your airline flight tickets, for your emergency purposes. So everything is done and there over there. Now the second thing, there's one partner whose reward points has a specific monetary value, and that is called Accor Live Limitless, which you can see, which I just showed you. The ratio is 2:1. So what is Accor? So this is basically Accor Live Limitless portal, and this portal is something which should interest you, because every 2,000 points of Accor is worth 40 euros. So here we are at the Accor Plus's website, and here you can see 2,000 reward points. So basically, if you have these points in your Accor account, and you, let's say you go to a place, you go to a property, and then you say, like, I want to burn my points, and the bill value is 10,000 rupees, and you say, I have 2,000 reward points, kindly burn them. They will take 40 euros off your account. So 40 euros is 4,000 rupees, give or take. So basically you only now pay 6,000. You can, like, if you have 4,000 points, you can ask them to burn 4,000 points, and you can burn 8,000 of the bill. So only 2,000 you have to pay. So it works in steps of 2,000, even 1,000 when the hotel is in mood. So basically this is the reward value. So now let's coming back to the original video. So this time there are some rules of getting these accelerated rewards. So the rules are, the maximum accelerated rewards you can earn in a day with Regalia Gold card is 2000, and for a month it is 4000. So in a year, maximum accelerated reward points you can get is 48,000. 48,000 accelerated reward points when converted into Accor properties. Accor points, you get 24,000 Accor points, which will be worth around 48,000. Now, if this is clear, we will go to the second part of the video. What are the accelerated rewards? So there are two kinds of partners, as we just saw. There are 5x partners and there are 10x partners. And the 2000 reward points, these are, let's say, these are part of the accelerated reward points only, not the base reward. So basically, out of the 5x and out of the 10x, 4x is your accelerated reward, that is 16 reward points out of the 20 reward points are accelerated. And in 10x partners, the 36 reward points out of the 40 are accelerated. So in that sense, when you stay using these link, like you get 10x reward points. So basically 10x rewards means 36 reward points you are getting the accelerated reward, and 4 you are getting the base reward. So basically you get 36 reward points accelerated. So if you are like, how many 10x partners are there? As of now, there are the hotel stays which will give you 10x, and apart from that, in shopping you can shop at Jockey and Pharmacy and IGP for 10x reward points. So if you have a medicine purchase or clothes purchase from Jockey or IGP, like gifting for someone, or you book a hotel, so you basically get 36 accelerated reward points. And 36 accelerated reward points, I want to do the calculation here so that you have a very clear thing in your mind. So out of the 40 reward points you get, 36 are accelerated, and maximum in a day you can get 2000 accelerated reward points. So for 2000, when we divide by 36, because we are getting a block of 36 per 150 rupees, so we get 55 into 150. So in a day, when you spend 8,333 or 34 for that matter on your 10x rewards, that is hotel, Jockey, Pharmacy and IGP, if you spend for 8,333 in a day for a month, you get 2000 accelerated reward points, and you get base reward points, which is 4 per 150. So for 8,330, when we divide by 150 and into 4, we get 222 base reward plus 2000 accelerated reward. So these are all approximates. So we get 2222 reward points in a day when we spend on the 10x partners. So for 2 days in a month, if we do that, we get 4,444 reward points, and we have to spend, just as we saw, 8,833 into 2. So 8,333 into 2. So in a month, we have to spend on 10x partners, we have to spend 16,667 rupees to get a total of 4,444 reward points. So when we if we multiply it by 12 over the years, so in a year, if we spend it by for 12 months in a year, we have to spend somewhere around 2 lakh rupees in a year on accelerated reward 10x partners to get how much? We get 4,444 into 12. So that's 53,328 reward points. When we convert it into Accor, it gives us 26,664. And then when we transfer it, when we burn it, we get somewhere around 1:2 ratio, because 2000 Accor points is valued at 40 euros. So we just multiply it by 2 and we get 53,000 worth of value on approximately 2 lakh spent. So when we divide it by 2 lakh, we get an awesome reward return of 26%, guys. This is how much we can get with Regalia Gold. So by spending only 16,667 rupees a month, I can get value worth 53,000 approximately on 5-star luxury hotel stays, and the annual spend we have to do is around 2 lakh rupees. That's it. This is the first part. Now the second part is, because not everybody buys medicines that much. So if you are into medicine, like if you have to buy medicines worth 8 to 9,000, this will be a perfect card for you through pharmacy. And I myself purchase a lot of medicine for 2 to 3,000 per month sometimes, and the rewards I get is absolutely amazing. However, on a different card, on a Diners Club Black Metal card. Before this, I used to get it on Accor. So the second part of the thing is the 5x partners. Now 5x we get for a few more partners, that is on flights, on buses, and in shopping we get it for Apple products, for your instant vouchers, for Myntra, and there are a few more partners if I can tell you. So apart from those partners, Myntra, Nykaa, Reliance Digital and Mark & Spencer will also fetch you 5,000 reward points with as of the latest thing. So this is there available on the website as well, where you can see over here Mark & Spencer, Myntra, Nykaa and Reliance Digital. So these products you will get 5x reward points. Now let's calculate how much and how much we need to spend on your 5x reward points, whether it is on like vouchers through the which I just showed you over here, through this one. If we click on this, we will be taken to another website where it's a gifter website, and these are all the vouchers you can buy. So there are a lot you can choose, see, read, and then so whenever you buy from this from your Regalia Gold, you will get 5x reward points. Whenever you book your flight ticket from this, you will get 5x reward points. That is 20 reward points per 150. When you book a bus ticket, you get 5x reward points. When you book a holiday package, you get 5x reward points. Car rentals, you get 5x reward points. On the other, which I just told you, you will get 5x reward points. So what is this 5x reward points? So let's go to our calculator. So 5x reward points is basically you get 4 into 5, that is 20 reward points per 150 rupees spend. Out of this, the accelerated reward is 16 and 4 is the base reward. So 16, basically the maximum you can earn in a day is 2,000. So divided by 16 comes out to be 125 into 150. So that's 18,750 rupees on your 5x partners to get 2,000 reward points. Plus with this, when you divide it by 150, we get some base points as well into 4. So 500 base points. So basically we get 500 base points plus 2,000 accelerated reward points on your 5x partners. So the daily spend which you should consider for this is 18,750, and we get 2,500 reward points for the 18,750 on one day. So 18,750 in a day when we spend. So for monthly accelerated reward points, it is 4,000 accelerated reward points. So we multiply it by 2 and we get 37,500 reward spending monthly, and the amount of reward points on that we'll get 5,000. So for 37,500 reward points, we get 5,000 reward points on accelerated, and because the base reward has increased now as compared to the 10x reward partners. So that is why we are getting 5,000 reward partners, reward points when we spend 37,500 in a month. So when we multiply it by 12 for a year, we have to spend 4,50,000 on this, which is higher than your 10x reward partners. Absolutely, that should be the case. So for this, we get 5,000 reward points per month. So that is 60,000 per year. What we get for 4,50,000. So 60,000's value will be 60,000 rupees, because you convert it into Accor, you get 30,000 Accor points. 30,000 Accor points value is 60,000 rupees. So for 5x reward partners, like we can get 60,000 divided by 4,500. So we get a value of 13.3% when we just spend your basic of 37,000 something per month. So that comes out to be 4.5 lakh. Now the real magic over here comes, because now if you're using this card for everything else and you spend somewhere around 7.5 lakh, you achieve a lot of things. Now, if this card is not lifetime free for you, there will be a milestone benefit at 4 lakh rupees for your fuel fee waiver. When you spend 1.5 lakh with this card in a quarter, you get gift vouchers worth rupees 1500. So for 6 lakh spent in a year, you get 50. Like, you have to plan it out accordingly. So for 6 lakh spends, basically you get 6,000 rupees worth of vouchers. There are various vouchers. You can go over here, Regalia Gold benefits, and then into the milestone benefits to know about that. Then you have the option to get a milestone voucher, the flight voucher of rupees 5,000 when you spend 5 lakh, and then at 7.5 lakh you get one more flight voucher of 5,000 rupees. So going by this, let's say you spend 7.5 lakh. Apart from the accelerated reward, we will take like you have no 10x spends, only 5x spends, and you spend 4.5 lakh on your accelerated reward. You have already earned 60,000 reward points through that. So if we calculate it, the rest of the things, let's say 7.5 lakh is what we try to spend over here. So out of that, we have done some accelerated spends already. So 3 lakh we have spent, which is other than your accelerated rewards. Now, if we take a base reward points on this, we get somewhere around 8,000 reward points. So 8,000 reward points will again worth 8,000 rupees if you convert it into Accor. There is no limit which is there in Access. So this is the good thing. So this will be 68,000. Plus 60,000 we add, which is from the accelerated rewards. So that is 68,000 reward points on this. Plus, let's say you hit all your benefits. That is 6,000 rupees worth of quarterly milestone benefit, plus 10,000 worth of your 7.5 lakh and 5 lakh milestone. So you can get real benefits worth 84,000 rupees on spends of 7.5 lakh. You can, even if you only do 10x reward points, the total amount of money the total amount of reward points now is basically you can earn the similar amount reward accelerated reward point, that is 48,000. The base reward point will be less for the 2 lakh because you are only spending 2 lakh rupees for that. So if you are doing 10x reward points, then you can stop at 2 lakhs and then spend some of your other spends to other cards, because you will have to spend 5.5 lakhs for the rest of the 10,000 rupees. So that will not make a lot of sense. You're already earning 26%, and then to go for the vouchers of 5,000, 10,000, it will not make a lot of sense. So that is the better thing will be to get a card like Samex Platinum Travel, which will give you more benefits at 4 lakh spent. So that will be more beneficial. But if you are doing only 5x spends, then 7.5 lakh with this card will fetch you reward points worth around 11 to 12%. So we just calculated it, and we were getting 84,000 on 7.5 lakh. So that's 11.2%. That is something like nobody is going to tell you. And let me tell you one thing, this card is better than Diners Club Black Metal and Infinia Metal in a case when, like, if you convert it into Accor, then those two cards have the same value as this card. So that is why this card is better in that. Plus, this is better than Diners Club Black Metal when you buy gift vouchers, because in Diners Club Black Metal you only get 3x reward points for buying vouchers. For in this you get 5x reward points. So we only get somewhere around 9 rupees worth of value, whereas on this card we get somewhere around of 10 rupees worth of value, because you are getting 5x reward points. However, Diners Club Black Metal we will cover in a future video. If you have that card, you should watch that video like whenever it comes. So subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and this takes a lot of effort to make these kind of videos. I really appreciate if you do subscribe to the channel, because this is my old channel which has been repurposed for the English content. So now if you are still sticking towards here, now you will ask question, Professor, I don't stay in Accor hotels. What is my next best thing to do? So your next best thing to do will be to convert these reward points into the travel benefit. So for example, the reward rates will definitely reduce, but what you are going to get, because we were already getting 68,000 reward points per year on this card, which you can see we just calculated, correct? So that is, we were getting on 7.5 lakh, we were getting points worth 68,000 points we were getting from Regalia Gold, not converting into Accor. And we are getting flight vouchers worth 10,000 rupees. So that is already safe. For this 68,000, you can convert it into hotel stays, or even not hotel stays, you can convert it into flight tickets. And this will give you a value of 34,000. The reward, like the return percentage will be less in this case, but you will save a lot of money, because you are now not staying in hotels, but you are, let's say you want to go on a quick trip to any place in the world and the flight ticket is worth 30,000. You can just use these points. You can pay 70% of these through this point. So basically you can, out of, let's say 30,000 rupees if it is a ticket, so 70% of that, that is 21,000 points. That is like 21,000 worth of points. That is 42,000 points you can reduce from this card, from the reward points, and you just pay 9,000 rupees and you are ready to fly the ticket. On a domestic circuit, let's say the ticket price is rupees 5,000, 3,500 rupees you can get, you can deduct from these reward points worth 7,000 reward points, and you pay 1,500 for a 5,000 rupees flight ticket. So this is how you optimize this card and the best way and value to get from this card. Now, if this video makes some sense, I really request you to go to my Twitter handle over here, which has more than 9,000 followers. Follow that, because I keep updating new things over there. Then we have a Hindi channel called Professor Cardz, which is the base channel. You can subscribe over there for weekly credit card news and anything which comes latest. And you can definitely subscribe this channel and watch these videos which are already uploaded, so that you don't miss out on anything. And let me clarify, the both English and Hindi channel, both are different kind of channel. Both will have different content. Plus, you will find some of your favorite credit card links in the description. So if you apply through that those are affiliate links, and the channel will get supported, and I'll also get some monetary help out of that. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys had fun watching this video. If you like this video, do not shy away from giving it a like and sharing it with your friends who are using Regalia Gold credit card the wrong way. Take care. Bye bye. See you. Jai Hind. Happy Independence Day, guys.